Today we're going to show you a drill I guarantee you are not doing at home. Guys, I'm a disc golf teacher and this is a forehand scramble drill. We're going to try to go out and around this tree right here and get it close to the basket. All right, so what you might want to kind of imagine in your mind is that this whole left side over here would be like rough, okay? The fairway is more in the middle and we are off to the left side. So we're going to try to throw a little forehand anhyzer and have it kind of hyzer out flat as it gets to the basket. Okay, so I have a bunch of putters I'm going to try to throw, and then we'll back it up and try it with driver. All right, so we'll start with the putters. I'll put the mid-ranges off to the side for a second. Kind of going in order of stability. I'll tell you what the disc is and we'll throw it. But I'm going to try to talk you through what I'm doing, and inevitably I'm going to throw some of these pretty bad. And so we're going to try to learn from our mistakes and then make the correction on the next throw. So starting off here, this is a P3X from Discmania. I know Eagle really likes this disc, so let's see if we can throw it just on a slight anhyzer, get it to go around that first tree. All right, so a little bit short that I came up with there. We've got a pig now, a little bit more stable. Try to give it a little bit more height to get further, closer to the basket. All right, so I hit the tree kind of just to the right side. I don't know if you can see that from your vantage point, but it is probably sitting 10 feet away. All right, here's a sake bomb slammer. A little more height this time, and this one's more stable. A little more anhyzer. Oh, right in the middle of the tree. That one, I kind of hung out a little bit too wide. So that's why this is a drill we're learning. Okay, I have 5 mid-ranges here. We're starting off just with a buzz. This guy, it kind of goes on any angle you put it on, so you have to be a little bit touchy with it. Try to thread it through that gap. Give it a little bit more height too, where the trees are smaller, right? There's more of a gap up there. That looks pretty good. Woo! Right over the top of it. That was going to go in for a second. All right, an Iron Samurai MD3. Same shot. Oh, a little too early. Okay, so gotta learn from that. Hanging out wide. These discs are pretty touchy, so if you find yourself in a situation like this where there's a bunch of stuff over here, really take your time. Take your 30 seconds that you get out there on the course. This is a rock 3. Looks pretty good. Yeah, 5 feet away. Very nice. Okay, here's a Buzz OS. A little bit more stable. Okay, that kind of ended up where that first pig ended up. And then lastly, a Gator 3. Mine is probably the most stable mid-range of that bunch. All right, so I cheated on that one. I went over the tree. Well, that one probably would not count. So anyway, let's go see where I end up, and then after that we'll throw some drivers. Here's that first one, the P3X, the bottom right. And then up here, this tree caught a couple of them. This was the pig and the Buzz OS. I'd say probably 10, 15 feet away from the basket. And the one that was the closest was actually this this Rock 3. All right, guys, so I got my stack of drivers, moved it back, but say to a little bit more than 200 feet away. And what we're gonna do is throw these in order from like least stable to most stable. So I'm starting off here with a Crave from Axiom. Let's see if we can get this out and around. Again, remember this is all rough on the left side. We're trying to throw it around these, at least this first tree, maybe even split the gap, if not go around that second tree as well and get it close to the basket as it hyzers out flat. All right, let's try it. Let's give it some height. This one's pretty touchy, so not too much. That might be too much. All right, but it did go around it, so it just ended up, I'd say 30, 35 feet to the short left there. All right, this is a PD, an old school PD from Discmania. This one's a little bit more stable. Get a little bit more height and hang it out a little bit more wide. Yeah. Oh, that was good. That's a good shot. I like that disc. All right, what about a Sexton Firebird here? This is a 2022, I think. Let's try it. Again, more stable, so more angle and hang it out a little bit wider. Not wide enough. Always watch where your discs land. so you know how to find them. Here's a more stable Firebird, Sexton Firebird. Let's go not as much angle on this one, it's older. Okay, a little short, but workable. What about a Captain's Raptor? Should be a little bit more stable, hanging out even a little bit more wide. Got to get around those trees first before you can get there. Yeah, it's working. Okay, that's on the back side, but probably 25 feet away. And then lastly, a PD2. Yep, a little bit short, but it's probably 20, 25 feet on the left side. All right, so here we're probably edge of the circle with that second Firebird, okay? And then a little bit closer to the basket, you see maybe right here is that Crave. First disc we threw. The last disc we threw was the PD2. This ended up a lot closer than I thought, probably because it's a little bit more high speed. I'd say it's maybe 20 feet away. And then absolutely basing it was the PD from Discmania. Hey guys, hopefully you liked this drill. If you did, please leave a thumbs up for me down below. That really helps out. And then if you want to see any other types of drills that you want me to film, or maybe drills that you do that you want to suggest that I can maybe show others, let me know down in the comments and we'll be sure to make that happen. Until next time, we'll see you out there on the course.